Who was the woman who left a wound in John Travolta's heart? What did she do with him that he remained lonely for 15 years after their relationship ended? And why was their union a huge scandal in Hollywood? John Travolta was only 22 years old when he met his first love. She was 18 years older than him. Her name was Diana Hyland. I've never been more in love with anyone in my life. It would be the most romantic story, but then tragedy struck. Diana passed in Travolta's arms. He remembered. I felt the breath go out of her. But what took Hyland's life? And how did the two lovers meet? Both John and Diana were brilliant actors in the 1970s. They were playing mother and son on the screen. But in real life, John was crazy about this gorgeous woman. Did she feel the same way about the young man? At first, she tried to hide her romantic feelings. But as soon as she saw John's passion, she couldn't resist. Hyland and Travolta were madly in love. But everyone around them was shocked. There was a huge gap of 18 years between the two. So their friends and scene colleagues were against them. Did they pay any attention to that rejection? Not at all. Love can conquer everything, they said. Besides, their relationship made them more talented, more energetic, and much happier. Hyland showed John real love before a terminal illness took her away. Did John know about Diana's diagnosis when they started to date? The woman herself didn't know that her breast cancer was back. She was cured 2 years before they met and thought it was the end of her battle. But the disease returned, and this time it was incurable. Hyland ended her acting career and moved to LA to rest. But suddenly she deteriorated and called John immediately. Did he manage to get there in time and say goodbye to his love? Travolta rushed over as soon as possible, and they even walked in the garden together the day before she died. John promised Diana to take care of her son, who was only 4 years old when he lost his mother. Until today, John and Zachary have remained close and have a rather trusty relationship. John loved my mom unconditionally, said Zachary. How did John survive this terrible tragedy? Diana's passing was a great blow for the man in love, and he did not cease to be faithful to his beloved for another 15 years after he lost her. I had more fun with Diana than I ever had in my life. And the odd thing is, just before we met, I thought I would never have a successful relationship. She told me that she too had thought the same thing. Then, bam. But why was Travolta so bound to Diana? She was his first love, and also it was love at first sight. From the moment I met her, I was attracted. We were like two maniacs talking all the time. The two were extremely close, and every weekend they spent time out of town with little Zachary. Diana and John traveled a lot and did everything together. At the memorial service, John wore the white suit they had bought together for their planned trip to Rio. The couple planned to take the next step and live together in a $450 a month West Hollywood high-rise apartment. John sadly reported, "I picked out a house, and Diana and I were planning on moving in right after the movie. If she was alive, it is very possible I would have married her. Unfortunately, it was not to be, and Travolta needed 15 years to fall in love again. Diana is always with him," he says. He feels her presence. Can you understand Travolta's pain? Did you ever have such a tragic life story in your life?